Hello, I'm the horror novelist, your captain through the rough season media, and it's time for another record collection update. So, just wanted to post a quick video here. Hopefully I'm not too blabbing on like my usual self. Just wanted to give an update on what I've been collecting, what I've been picking up. So, yeah, let's get started. The first record I picked up is semi-related to one of my record store day pickups, semi-not. I like the band Tegan and Sarah. I didn't get to, unfortunately, see them when they came around here. It happens, but this made up for it. I got Tegan and Sarah's Love You to Death. This is a really, really fantastic album. Although I love a couple of their earlier albums, this one's still pretty good. Comes with a really cool printed lyric sheet here. Not lyric sheet, it's really just talking about the album. Actually, it is a lyric sheet, but it's almost pretty much like it's just talking about the album. It is colored, and it's on this really cool, it's called White and Clear. So hopefully the light shines through it. It's shining through on here. But it's seriously just white and clear splatter. It doesn't really show up when you put it on the turntable, but it shows up really nicely when you just put light through it, and sounds really fantastic. For those of you who are not in the know, Tegan and Sarah is not electronica, but they're an alternative band. They're two sisters, Tegan Quinn and Sarah Quinn. And I almost got the Sarah and Tegan, which is their debut, on Record Store Day. I passed on that, but I'm glad I have this, so I can at least start out my Tegan and Sarah collection. And again, it does sound fantastic and really cool to pick up. The next one I'm going to show you is actually a gift. My best friend got this for me for my birthday. My birthday is long since passed. It's in April, but this was on like a pre-order, and she pre-ordered it for me for my birthday, and I'm very, very glad to have this. It's the Labyrinth soundtrack reissue. With David Bowie's passing, I'll show the back here. With David Bowie's passing being so unfortunate, I knew that this was probably one that I really, really wanted to have, and seeing that it was reissued, it made it all the more possible for me to have this. Show you the printed inner sleeve here. And it is just on standard black vinyl. But I thought I'd just show you, let me place this down here. I just show you the label real quick. Let me see if I can get that up in the camera. Another one that sounds absolutely fantastic. I'm very glad that my best friend got this for me. But Dance Magic Dance, classic. This entire album is just classic. Just as an aside, I'm starting to actually I think I'm going to try to keep it in the shrink if possible, unless I really, really, really want to see the gatefold. I think now I really should keep it in the shrink. I don't know why, but just for certain ones, I think keeping the shrink will. The next couple I picked up, I actually went to an antique mall for the first time, and I thought that was fun to kind of go to. I got a couple of Doctor Who things. They had a really nice upper level, which had a whole bunch of old school toys and games and such, and I thought that was really cool. But there was a little section on records. They were actually throughout the entire first floor. There was one like little niche section of records, and these three are the ones that I picked up there. I took them out of the MoFi sleeve so I don't get too much of the glare, but first one I picked up is Molly Hatchet's Beating the Odds. I like Molly Hatchet. I did not have one just yet, and it was a really decent price. I checked Discogs, and it was really a decent price, and for the condition, I picked it up because it was pretty much a steal. The next one I picked up is Nazareth Loud and Proud. I get Opeth vibes from this, especially, you know, because Sorceress is, it's got the peacock on it, but I just thought this was such cool. I thought this was such a cool thing to take a look at. It does not have Hair of the Dog. I don't care. You know, just wanted to eventually pick up a Nazareth record because I have been listening to them, not frequently, but quite a bit lately, and thought this was kind of cool. It still had the original printed inner sleeve, which, you know, kind of upped the value a little bit for me. Just thought I'd show you this one. It's on the A&M label, but pretty much every single one of these was in very good plus condition. I'm very, very happy that I have this. This next one, I saw the band and I immediately had to take a look at it. And it is Saxon, Power and the Glory. I have really been into Saxon lately, and pulling this out and seeing it, you know, of course, you know, we have a little bit of ringware here, but like, I've been watching Andy's Vinyl Den, and he recently sent a video. It really doesn't matter to him what, you know, the cover of the condition is. Really only the, you know, the vinyl matters to him, you know, the media inside. And that, I feel like the same way. And this was in really, really good condition. So this is one that I had to pick up. And I want to just thank my local DJ here for getting me into this, because there's a metal show that happens actually right now as I'm filming this. It's actually happening, so I'm going to go listen after I film this. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed this. I'm so very, very happy to have this. The last one I picked up at the Antique Mall is Emerson Lincoln Palmer's Brain Salad Surgery. I'm just going to open up the gatefold real quick here. I'm not going to pull out the media. If you don't know this gatefold, shame on you. This is a classic album. Very, very glad to finally have this, and it was in really good condition, very good price, much like the other ones. Not too much to say about this, but it came with the inner poster too, which I thought was nice. So yeah, Brain Salad Surgery. Recently went to the thrift store, and you know, when I go to the thrift store, I'm very, very picky, and these next couple ones that I picked up, I'm like very, very happy. The first one is on the cover. I know, you know, with the damage and everything, but the media is really, really good, and I'm very glad I picked it up. And it's the soundtrack to Cats. I'm not going to show you the back because it's not in the best of shape. I'll show you real quick. But again, it's the media that's important. Came with the inner sleeve, and again, it's in really good condition. I want to show you the label. The other thing I want to show you that I picked up recently, and this is just maybe past couple of weeks or so, I actually picked up this particular box set. It's called Nude Music from the Movies, and it has quite a bit on here. Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head is one of them, Theme from Love Story, Days of Wine and Roses, Somewhere My Love, Mrs. Robinson, Time for Us, and Born Free. It is a 6-record set. So you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the upper corner that I'm flipping on. Normally I don't go for box sets, something like this, but there's a couple that I thought were really cool. The Look of Love from Casino Royale. Of course, Somewhere My Love from Dr. Zhivago is on here. The Pink Panther theme is on here, which is really cool. I Believe in You from How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. Theme from Z. I Think I Like You from Dr. Dolittle. The original Dr. Dolittle. Of course, theme from Love Story, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. The Ballad of Easy Rider is on disc 3. I'm just kind of just reading it off here. Theme from Bonnie and Clyde. Airport main title. Mrs. Robinson, you know, Simon and Garfunkel, the classic song. Love Theme from Romeo and Juliet, Concerto from Mozart, Breakfast at Tiffany's. Breakfast at Tiffany's is on one. True Grit, I'll Paint You a Song. And then the last one has March of the Merry Men from The Adventures of Robin Hood. And 2001, A Space Odyssey. So really, just really kind of good music. And what really surprised me was just how good the condition was on every single one of these. I'm just going to pull out one of them. Just show you real quick. I'll pull out the first disc here. It gives you all the music and then information about every single song. This was from Reader's Digest, so that's where the inner label is, but I went through every single one of these, and they were in like really, I went through every single one of these, and they were pretty much in pristine condition. And since I have kind of really high standards when it comes to records that come from the thrift store, this was just something that I thought was just really cool. And the best part about this is I paid $3. $3 for this, so not too bad if I, only know a handful of songs. And most of the time, I buy a record just because based on one song. And because of that, I discover a lot of great music. So I'm very happy to have picked this up. Haven't listened to it just yet, but I definitely will once I post this video. And the last thing I want to show you is something that has some deep personal meaning to me, just music-wise, but it makes no surprise based upon some of the content that's on this channel. I absolutely had to pick this up. It's the soundtrack from Singles. Seattle Grunge. With the passing of Chris Cornell, I absolutely had to have this. This is just such a classic. It has Wood by Alice in Chains, Breath by Pearl Jam, Seasons by Chris Cornell, Dyslexic Heart, Paul Westerberg, Battle of Evermore, Love Mongers, Chloe Dancer, Crown of Thorns, which sounds absolutely fantastic, performed by Mother Love Bone. I think that's my favorite off this entire album. Birth Ritual, Soundgarden, State of Love and Trust, Pearl Jam, Overblown, Mudhoney, Waiting for Somebody, Paul Westerberg, May This Be Love, Jimi Hendrix, Nearly Lost You, Screaming Trees, Drowned by Smashing Pumpkins. I mean, just... Amazon, I got this off Amazon. I'll show you the gatefold one more time. I pretty much got this off of Amazon. And what I love is they gave you the MP3 rip. And this came with a Rarities CD, so it has Touch Me I'm Dick on there. It has Birth Ritual Live, a couple of compositions by Chris Cornell. One, I think, by Jeff Ament. If I get that wrong, I'll have to put it on here. But just fantastic. It even has the Pointier EP from Chris Cornell before Soundgarden. So just completely classic for me. And it's another one that I think is why I collect records. And this one I could point to and say, if I pick one soundtrack, it's this one as to why you should collect records, why I love collecting records. It sounds so amazing. The MP3 version does no justice to this unless you absolutely hear it on vinyl. This was the way this soundtrack was meant to be heard, and that's all I have to say about that. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, give me a like and subscribe for me. As of the posting of this video, I am 1 subscriber away from 50, and that's insanity to me. Me just kind of posting these videos and just having fun with it. 49 of you are watching it. That means a lot to me. So I want to say thank you for that. I know I've been posting sporadically. I do have one more that I am working on right now. It's a contest entry, and we'll get to that when we get to that. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and as I always say, when the waters get rough, keep on sailing.